Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about trading psychology. We're going to try to understand how trading, in my humble opinion, in charting is the only place in the world where you can take a peek into everyone's emotions. You can see if people are scared, if people are happy. This is where you want to be. So basically, you have two types of traders, in my humble opinion. You have the average Joe who kind of goes, oh, I like Tesla or I like Google and I'm going to buy it. No charting, no thought goes into it. He just has an opinion. He has a way he feels about a company. He loves the company, or he goes, I love drinking Coca-Cola, so I'm going to buy stocks in Coca-Cola, right? Okay. Those guys, sometimes they succeed, right? Because those type of people tend to hold stocks for long periods of time. And in my humble opinion, if you hold any type of stock for a long period of time, you'll succeed. Then you have the other type of trader who's really methodical about everything, puts a lot of thought process into things, knows how to chart, right? These guys have an advantage. They have a leg up on the average Joe. And these are your Wall Street folks. These are your expert traders that have followings on Twitter and stuff like that. They have a process in place. They have rules they follow. They only buy when certain conditions are met. So we're kind of going to talk about that today, trading psychology and what your goal is, right? The simple goal is to buy low and sell high. Easy peasy, right? But it never really works out that way, right? Most times, I'm going to use some arrows here. So follow the arrows, guys. Let's make this a little bit bigger, right? Most times people buy, they go, I'm going to buy low and sell high, right? So they go, oh, this is fairly low right here, right? This was high over here. This is low here. I'm going to buy low and sell high. And then a few days later, they're down here, right? They freak out and go, oh no, I'm going to get out of the trade because I just lost a lot of money, right? And that's where the amateurs shine, right? They get out here, right? And then as soon as they get out, what happens? The market pulls this number, right? So you kind of have to know, let's get rid of those right there. You kind of have to know what indicators tell you where to buy and where to sell. Now, as far as psychology goes, we know that green candles are good, right? That means the stock opened here at 1040 and closed here at 1111. And red candles are bad days where the stock drops. It opened here at 1101 and closed at 1047, right? So where does the thought process start, right? You basically want to buy low and sell high, right? So, we're looking at this guy. It's coming down. It's coming down. There's certain things you're looking for. You're looking for, what's this? Well, this is called a hammer. It's usually a bullish indicator that the stock's going to go back up. But the funny thing about charting is nothing works 100% of the time. I have a saying, if you've come up with a process that works 100% of the time, after about 4 months, the FBI is going to kick your door in because you're cheating. Nothing works 100% of the time. You have to know how to read charts. You have to know how to read candles, and you look for the probabilities, right? You have to know how to draw levels, right? So the level drawing, we'll leave that for another video, right? But as you can see here, I see these pokes in the ceiling right here, and I'm just going to draw my level right here and make sure the closes are all below this level. That way, when this stock breaks out over here, after I set my alert, right, I drew it over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 business days went by. That's almost 3 weeks. And then after 3 weeks, this guy crosses my level. My alert goes off. I buy it. And as you can see, this is what happens, right? Another thing you can do, if you don't like to draw levels, is you could, hold on a second. Let's get rid of that. You could draw trend lines, right? You draw a downward trend line from the high point, like so, keeping all the closes below the trend line, right? And kaboom, right there. Once this guy breaks above my trend line right here, you go long, right? Of course, you get false alerts here, 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 here. So let's rephrase that. Once this guy closes above my trend line, you go long, right? These are some of the things I'm going to teach you guys as time goes on. Stick with me on this channel, and I'm going to show you all the tricks of the trade. I'm not hiding anything. Well, maybe I'll keep one or two things to myself, right? But I will show you guys the basics of becoming a good, pure, emotionless trader. The key here is your emotions have to be checked at the door, okay? Because most of the we call them market makers, the big boys in Wall Street, most of those guys have computers making their trades. They've programmed computers to make their trades. So the computers don't have emotions, they just follow rules. And what you're striving to do is you're striving to be just like a computer and go from there, okay? So that's the basis of this video. And to kind of give you guys a quick teaser, I'm going to chart this up for you in the next 2 minutes. And I'm basically going to show you how I operate, how my thought process goes, okay? So here we go. So first I'm going to draw quick levels right here, right? I see poke over here. We keep all the closes below it. I see poke over here. We keep all the levels below it, right? Then I'm going to draw a trend line, right? You always got to have a trend line, right? Right there. Violated the trend line there, and then stopped going up. Then we're going to draw a downward trend line here to keep all the closes below it. All right, we're going to set an alert here, asking the computer to tell us when this guy closes above that trend line, right? We're going to say we want to know that it's closed above it so we can go long for the breakout, right? What else? Let's look for multiple breakouts in the past, right? So we could draw a downward trend line here like we did earlier, right? And then there's your go signal right there to go long, right? We could draw another downward trend line here, like so, right? There's your go signal to go long right there once it got above it. And we could draw another downward trend line, I don't know, let's say here, right? Here's your go signal to go long. Oops, sorry. Here's your go signal to go long right here, right? And this guy over here, we'll make this guy a falling wedge of some sort, right? So you've got multiple opportunities when you draw this falling wedge to buy stuff, right? You could have bought it here, you could have bought it here, or you can buy it here when it closes, right? So that's basically charting 101 and market psychology. I plan on putting out multiple videos on this channel. Stick with me, you'll learn a lot. I'll do my best to respond to comments and questions. And let's get better and let's beat those guys on Wall Street. See you guys in the next video. Bye.